Audio Jungle.
My dear students, how are you? I hope all you are well. In this pandemic situation, this is very crucial time. We don't know when we can meet, but I am missing my students and my lovely school campus of Milestone School and College. One thing that will inspire me very much now, that your like and comments in my videos, and I hope you will continue to give like and comment in my videos. That will inspire me for making good videos. So my dear students, let's start today's class.
Audio Jungle.
My dear students of class 6, today our chapter number 2, ratios and percentages, and I am going to solve on creative question from exercise 2.2, that is creative question number 13. At first I will discuss some basic things that is related with that creative question, and then I will solve that creative question. So let's start today's class. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain the relation between ratio and percentage, explain cost price, explain selling price, explain profit and loss, solve on creative question from exercise 2.2. So my dear students, this is the thing we will learn today, that is relation between ratio and percentage, then cost price, then selling price, then profit and loss, then we will solve on creative question from exercise 2.2. So review of previous lesson. My dear students, in the last class you have done some maths from exercise 2.2. Now I am going to give you 2 minutes to solve on math from that exercise 2.2. So this is the math. What is the percentage of taka 20 of taka 80? My dear students, your time starts now. Please do the math very quickly and tell me the answer. So at first I will show you on video that is related on today's topic, and I hope you will enjoy this video. So let us enjoy this video.
Shows you just need to understand this simple story. Gaurav and Jay used to receive chocolates from a mysterious magic hand every day. But the magic hand was a little biased towards Jay. Every time it gave 2 chocolates to Gaurav, it gave 3 to Jay. 2 to Gaurav and 3 to Jay. Nobody knew why. Of course, Jay did not complain. So the ratio of the number of chocolates Gaurav got to the number of chocolates Jay got is written as 2:3 or 2 divided by 3. This can be read as 2:3. We are basically comparing the number of chocolates Gaurav got to the number of chocolates Jay got. This went on for quite a few days. So every time the magic hand gave 2 chocolates to Gaurav, it gave 3 chocolates to Jay. Now let's count the total number of chocolates each of them have. Gaurav has 4 and Jay has 6. The ratio now becomes 4/6. The magic hand again gives Gaurav 2 chocolates and Jay 3 chocolates. Now the total number of chocolates with Gaurav is 6 and the total number of chocolates with Jay is 9. So the ratio becomes 6/9. Both these ratios, when simplified, will give us 2/3. In every case, the ratio has remained the same. What does this mean? if we multiply 2 with 2 and 3 also with 2, we get 4 by 6. If we multiply 2 with 3 and 3 with 3, we will get 6 by 9. And similarly, if you multiply 2 with 4 and 3 with 4, we will get 8 by 12, which is again equivalent to 2 by 3. So all the three ratios are equal to 2 by 3. What does all this mean? It means that if the ratio of two quantities is 2 by 3, then the quantities will be multiples of 2 and multiples of 3 respectively, and not necessarily just 2 and 3. A few students have this confusion that the ratio of 2 by 3 will mean Gaurav has just 2 chocolates and Jay just 3 chocolates. If the ratio is 2 by 3, then the quantities will be in the form of 2x and 3x, where 2x and 3x are multiples of 2 and 3. So ratio is basically a comparison of quantities. But there is a bit more to comparison of quantities. We see that next.
So my dear students, I hope you enjoyed the first video, and I will show you another video that is also related on today's topic, and I hope you will enjoy this video. Let us see.
15 by 20 as a percentage. We know that if we have to express something as a percentage, we have to make its denominator equal to 100. So 15 by 20 should equal some number x by 100. To find the percentage, we just have to find out what this x is. These are actually two equal ratios, which means this is proportion. Since this is proportion, 15 multiplied by 100 is equal to 20 multiplied by x. The product of the extremes is always equal to the product of the means. Transposing 20 to the other side, we write x as 15 multiplied by 100 divided by 20. 100 divided by 20 is 5, and hence x is equal to 15 multiplied by 5, which equals 75. Hence 15 by 20 is 75 by 100, and that is equivalent to 75%. This was the concept of how we convert it into percentage form. But notice what we did. All we did was multiply the fraction by 100. Can we do this every time? Yes. To convert a fraction to percentage terms, we just have to multiply it by 100. All this was done just so that you can understand why we multiplied the fraction by 100. It's because we want the denominator to be 100, and since these are equivalent ratios, we multiply 15 by 20 by 100. Let's express 3 by 5 as a percentage. We multiply 3 by 5 by 100. 5 times 20 is 100, and 20 times 3 is 60. That gives us 60. So 3 by 5 is equal to 60%. Remember, to convert a fraction to percentage, just multiply the fraction by 100. This formula will help you solve problems really quick.
I hope you enjoyed the video. So at first, relation between ratio and percentage. A ratio is a way to describe the relationship between two different quantities. Percentages are also a way to compare two different things, but they compare part of something to a whole. So these are the two differences. Percentage and ratio are both fractions. This is very important. As you can see, percentage and ratio are both fractions. In case of percentage and the denominator of fraction is 100, in case of ratio, numerator and denominator may be of any natural number. So my dear students, In case of percentage, the denominator should be 100. Be careful about this. And in case of ratio, numerator and denominator may be of any natural number. The percentage can be expressed into ratio and the ratio can be expressed into percentage. So both there can be exchangeable. So this is the thing of relation between ratio and percentage. As you can see, some difference and relation. So relation between ratio and percentage. Let us see an example. This one is a figure. There are three shaped figure you can see, A, B and C. Some portions are marked and some portions are not marked. So of the above figures, on by 4 parts of A, as you can see in the first figure, on, and the total parts are 4. 3 by 5 parts of B, as you can see, 3 parts are marked part and the other parts are not marked. So 3 by 5 parts of B and 3 by 10 parts of C have been shaded. As you can see in here, 10 is the total parts and 3 parts are shaded or marked. Here we see that in figure A, the ratio of the shaded part and the whole part is 1:4 because 4 is the whole total part and 1 is the shaded part. That's why you can write 1:4. And as you know, ratio is on kind of fraction, so we can write 1 divided by 4 equals to, and for making percentage we have to do the denominator side, we have to make it 100. Okay, so 1 multiplied by 25 and 4 multiplied by 25 equals to 25 by 100, because if we multiply with 4 by 25 we can get 100. So because of 100 we can write down the percentage sign. So this is 25%. In figure B, the ratio of the shaded part and the whole part is 3:5. As you know, the ratio is on kind of fraction, so we can write 3 divided by 5. 3 is the antecedent, 5 is the subsequent. So we have to make subsequent 100. So if we multiply with 5 by 20, we get 100. So 5 multiplied by 20 is 100, and in the antecedent part we also need to multiply by the same number, 20. So 60 divided by 100, instead of 100 we can write down the percentage sign, so that is 60%. In figure C, the ratio of the shaded part and the whole part is 3:10, that is 3 divided by 10. If we want to make 100, 10 multiplied by 10, 3 multiplied by 10, the same number. So 30 divided by 100, that is 30%. That is 25%, 60%, 30% of the figures A, B, C are shaded respectively. It is seen that both percentage and the ratio are fractions, but in case of percentage, the denominator of the fraction is 100. That is the important thing you have to know. In case of ratio, numerator and denominator may be any natural number. So if necessary, the percentage can be expressed into ratio and the ratio can be expressed into percentage. That is example, the ratio of taka 7 and taka 10. We can write down 7 divided by 10 because ratio is on kind of fraction, and if we want to make subsequent 100, 10 multiplied by 10, that is 70 by 100 equal to 70%. That is the desired answer of this example. So my dear student, this is the thing, and you see the example how to find the shaded part and the total part ratio, and they make them into percentage. And lastly you see an example, that is 7 taka and 10 taka, that is 70% is our desired answer. Cost price and selling price. The purchasing price of anything is called cost price. That means if you buy from the market anything, that is the purchasing price and is called cost price of that thing. The selling price of that thing is called selling price. If you sell anything that you buy from the market and you sell to persons or anywhere, that is called the selling price. So this is the thing of cost and selling. Profit and loss. If the selling price is more than the cost price, then it is profitable. As you know, the formula is therefore profit equals to selling price minus cost price. And if the selling price is less than the cost price, then it is loss. Therefore loss equals to cost price minus selling price. So these two formula is for profit and loss. Now exercise 2.2, problem number 13. Let us see the stem. Due to 14 whole 2/7% fall in the price, 10 more bananas are available at Taka 420. So this is the first question, number A. If 14 whole 2/7% of a number is 10, determine the number. That is, in here you can see, let us see the solution. Let the number be x, because if 14 whole 2/7% of a number, that number we don't know, that is unknown number, that's why we have to make let the number is x. According to the question, 14 whole 2/7% of x, because in here written 14 whole 2/7% of a number, and that number we let it x, that's why you can write down of x equals to 10 is 10, that is the value is 10. That's why you can write down like this according to the question. And this is a mixed fraction. We can make it to common fraction. 7 14 multiply, that is 98, plus 2, that is 100, divided by 7, multiply by on divided by 100, because you know instead of percentage we can write down on divided by 100 of x equals to 10. And if we reduce 100 and 100, we get on by 7 of x equals to 10. Therefore x equals to 10 divided by on by 7, because in here it is multiplication position. If it is change the sign, then it will be in division position. So x equals to 10 multiplied by 7 divided by 1. Therefore x equals to 70. That is our required number. So my dear students, this is the stem, as you can see. And the first question is 14 whole 2/7% of a number is 10, determine the number. And according to the question, we make it let the number is x. So we can write down 14 whole 2/7% of x equals to 10. And after the calculation, we got x equals to 70, that is the required number. So again we can see the stem. Due to 14 whole 2/7% fall in the price, 10 more bananas are available at Taka 420. Let us see the question number B. What is the price of 1 dozen bananas at present? So let us see the solution. From A we get 14 whole 2/7% equals to 1 by 7, as you know, as you can see from A in the last slide. The price of 10 bananas is Taka 14 whole 2/7% of 420, because as you can know 10 more bananas are available at Taka 420 because of fall this price. That's why I can write down 14 whole 2/7% of Taka 420, that is the price of 10 bananas. So if we calculate, we can write down this 714, that is 98, plus 2, 100 divided by 7, multiplied by, because of percentage we can write down 1 divided by 100 of 420. After that, if we reduce 100 and 100, we get 1 divided by 7 multiplied by 420. So if we reduce, or if we divide 420 by 7, we get 60. That is the price of 10 bananas at present. Now we have to find out what is the price of 1 dozen banana at present. Already we got the price of 10 bananas at present is Taka 60. Then by the unitary method, if we use, we get price of on banana is obviously less, so 60 divided by 10, and price of 12 bananas is obviously more, so 60 divided by 10, or 60 multiplied by 12 divided by 10, and if we reduce we get 72 taka. That is our desired answer. So my dear students, this is the stem, and the question number B, what is the price of 1 dozen bananas at present? And if you see the solution, the price of 10 bananas is 14 whole 2 by 7% of 420 taka, and if we calculate we get the present price of 10 banana is 60 taka, and from this we can get the price of 1 dozen or 12 bananas, that is 72 taka. So my dear students, again you can see the stem, due to 14 whole 2 by 7% fall in the price, 10 more bananas are available at taka 420. To make a profit 33 whole 1 by 3%, what should be selling price of each dozen banana? Let us see the solution number C. From B, we get the present price of 1 dozen banana is taka 72. To make profit of 33 whole 1 by 3% on each dozen banana, profit equals to 33 whole 1 by 3% of taka 72. That is the thing, my dear students, to make profit 33 whole 1 by 3% on each dozen of banana. That's why we have to make it multiplication 33 whole 1 by 3% of 72 taka, because 72 taka is the present price. And if we calculate 33 multiplied by 3, that would be 99, plus 1, that would be 100, divided by 3 multiplied by 100, multiplied by 72 because of and if we reduce 100 divided by 100 and 72 divided by 3, we get 24 taka. So the selling price of 1 dozen banana, 72 plus 24, because 72 is the present price, and if we want to make profit on this price 33 whole 1 by 3%, then you have to add 24 taka, and we get 96 taka. That is our desired answer. So let us see again, my dear students, that is the stem, due to 14 whole 2 by 7% fall in the price, 10 more bananas are available at taka 420. We have to make profit 33 whole 1 by 3% on present price of each dozen banana. That is the solution. We get from B, the present price is 72 taka, and to make profit we have to make it multiplication 33 whole 1 by 3% of 72 taka, and if we calculate we get 24 taka, and if we add this 24 taka with the present price, then we get 96 taka. That is our desired answer. So my dear students, summary of today's lesson. A ratio is a way to describe the relationship between two different quantities. Percentages are also a way to compare two different things, but they compare part of something to a whole. Percentage and ratio are both fractions. In case of percentage, the denominator of fraction is 100. In case of ratio, numerator and denominator may be of any natural number. The percentage can be expressed into ratio, and the ratio can be expressed into percentage. So these are the things, my dear students, I am just discussing in a short period of time. Let us see again. A ratio is a whole to describe, and percentage is also a way to compare two different things. Percentage and ratio are both fractions. In case of percentage, denominator must be 100, and in case of ratio, denominator of any natural number. And percentage can be expressed into ratio, and the ratio can be expressed into percentage. So my dear students, today you have OSW from exercise 2.2 and you have to solve 11 and 12 number math, and if you follow the creative question number 13 it will help you to solve this 11 and 12 number math. Enjoyed the class and understand everything very clearly. If you have any question you can ask me in messenger group class or in Zoom class, no problem. We will meet together again. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.